We want to thank everybody on the call tonight. We'd like to thank, wow, we got a great call tonight lined up. Hey, Miss Diane Collins from Australia. Hello there, mate, with those shipping to Bobby. Man, we've got an international call tonight. Miss Walker, thank you for joining us. Mr. Peon from Japan. Wow, there he is all the way from Japan. It's got to be, ooh, what's that, 1 o'clock? Oh, man, it's late over. Miss Castro in Phoenix, Arizona, thank you so much. Miss Natalie in Las Vegas, thank you. Miss Joyce Brewer in Fresno, California. Miss Marcia Carter in California, Fresno. And we'd like to thank Mr. Corey P. Also, we have Konohara from Japan. Another one from Japan. Lord have mercy. Mr. Jordan Say from Nashville, Tennessee. Miss Kimberly DeRoche, thank you for joining. Mr. Harris Mill down in Fresno. Miss Tracy Gilmore, part of the Bakery Organization. Mr. Jeremy Lush up in Nashville, Tennessee. Miss Leslie, thank you. Miss Norma Chapman, thank you so much. Miss Jones, part of the Crew Organization out in South Carolina. Thank you for joining us. And Mr. Hal Gaston, thank you so much for joining us. And the superstar that will be doing our talk tomorrow morning, Miss Natasha Ismail. Miss Natasha Ismail, whoops, from Fresno, California. She'll be doing our 9 o'clock a.m. call tomorrow. Wow, we can't wait to hear what part 2 is going to be about. Hey, we got a great call lined up today. Let me explain. We keep turning here. All these people getting in. Well, I want to introduce, we got Spears on the line from the home office tonight. And Miss Christina, thank you so much, B, for being on the call as well. I'm going to introduce our guest speaker who's brought Spears on our conference call tonight. And let me introduce this young man. He can introduce them. So Mr. Bree Clemmons, you guys know who this gentleman is. He's always behind the scenes. He makes sure I look good on all the things. And he makes me look great. I couldn't do without him. So first of all, can we give him a hand for all he does in the background? I mean, he's my go-to guy. Everything. It's amazing. He's always behind the scenes, behind our Zoom calls. He's a true leader. He hails from the Nashville area. Those that don't know, he's an entrepreneur. He has a passion for raising special breed of pit bulls. He's also a mentor to his nieces and nephew. He's built a large organization in this business. He has a servant heart. He's a future senior vice president, Circle Champions member. Without further ado, the one, the only, the incomparable. Can we give Mr. Bree Clemmons a hand real quickly here? One more time. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much, and the call is in your hands, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. First and foremost, just going to give it all back to you. You know, I owe everything to the system we have in place and your mentorship and guidance. Without you, I wouldn't be where I am today, you know, inside and outside of ACN. So thank you for all of that.
Thank you.
But tonight, thank you, sir. Tonight, very special because we have a treat for everyone tonight. We have the opportunity to have one of the top leaders representing Spear on the call tonight. Now, this person, just to give you a quick background, she's been involved with them since the very beginning. So that's over 7 years. And she is what they call one of the evergreen leaders. She's been that for the last 3 years. And all that means is she's one of the top account executives, which is amazing. So saying all that, just to give a quick background about her work history. She's also a mother of 5 beautiful kids. And right now, believe it or not, she's not feeling the best. However, she's fully committed to helping us grow, which is why she's here on the weekend, not feeling the best and still able to show up for this call. So before she gets started, I just want to thank you and commend you for that. I know we've been trying to make this happen for a little while, but I commend you for doing what you do and all you do, because all the services that I do have with Spear is all because of your help. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and get myself out of the way and bring up my friend and business partner, Miss Christina Baker. Are you there, ma'am?
I'm here. Nice to meet you guys.
Hello, hello.
We can't see her though.
Yeah, her camera's off today. She's not feeling too well, but she's still going to be able to do the presentation for us. Yes, we can
you hear me?
hear you fine.
Awesome. Hello, guys. So sorry. Yeah, I actually, well, it's not really feeling too well. I just got a sty, and I really don't know if it's too contagious, as they say, so I don't want to put myself on the screen, just in case.
All right.
We can't catch it.
That's perfectly fine.
No worries. Let me start sharing my screen. Hold on one second. So, I'm going to give you a quick rundown, of course. You know who we are. One second. Can you see my screen?
No.
Not yet.
How about now?
Yes, we can see it now.
Okay. So, of course, Sphere, this is actually my July deck I just put together. Who are we? Of course, we're award-winning. We were established in 2013. We've actually won ICE ETA Rising Star of the World in 2017. And in 2018, we won ISO of the Year. And then, of course, about a year ago, we've merged our name into Sphere. So we partnered with actually a technology firm called Trust Commerce, and we finally merged our name all together to be the industry's leading tech. We market also in U.S., Canada, and, of course, in Australia. We're looking, hopefully, to open up in Europe as our next target. Did you know that 3 million merchants make a buying decision each year? New businesses, existing businesses, cash only, or businesses actually looking to switch. What can we do for businesses that are affected by COVID-19 today? This has been the biggest challenge, of course. Right now, a lot of businesses are unsure of what they can do with their business, and that's why we're here to help. We actually reduce their costs and process because right now so many businesses are affected. We offer them contactless payment solutions where right now, that is very paramount. We transition from their cash-only business because right now a lot of businesses are having to use exact change, if any, are accepting cash at the moment. And then, of course, giving them the flexibility to, accept online payments. Most businesses about a year ago never thought of actually accepting online. Here today, this is something that's, more important than ever, something contactless for these businesses. And who should I target? Focus on the local, small, medium-sized businesses. Avoid the large business franchise. Kind of stay away from those businesses. Your automotive shops, coffee shops, daycare, medical, dental. Those offices are the best to target at this moment. Bars, restaurants, anything local. Of course, we offer over 1,000 solutions. You see this register here is actually comparable to our Square register system. It's called our Swipe Simple. Of course, you see a lot of businesses using the Clover device. This is our new N5, which is a smart tablet solution. This is also comparable to Square. It's our Swipe Simple B250 and a 200. Both of them have Bluetooth technology, so they don't connect into your cell phone per se. A lot of the new cell phones have a headset piece that is now, the S10 and the Galaxies, or the iPhone and the Galaxy S10. They unfortunately no longer have that headset. So we've developed the newest Bluetooth technology and also offers contactless payments. So you can have NFC, which is near field communication. You can pay with your cell phone instead of actually touching the device. And of course our smart devices, our countertop machines, which is like the VX520 and the ICT220, convenience store, those are also geared with the newest technology of contactless payments. So you'll be able to tap your cell phone right to that terminal to process the transaction. And then, of course, we have the brand new Vital, which is this mobile card reader is more simplicity. Like you just want to run transactions. You don't want to do inventory tracking unlike our Swipe Simple. And then, of course, this is like our Vital Select X8, which is also a point-of-sale system. If you see a Clover or like a Harbor Touch, some kind of salon, restaurant type, quick serve would be geared for this. This one is actually our bigger one for our restaurant bar. It does inventory tracking. You can actually they load the bar, like the menu bar for you, and it's color coordinated. So everything's done, internally. The only thing we need is an Excel spreadsheet, and we can load everything for you. So that way that restaurant bar is ready to, accept payments immediately. So these are our latest technology. But as far as how to approach a merchant, I know some, business owners can be hesitant exactly how to approach a merchant. So you could just tell them, I work with an knowledgeable account executive this year. We've been able to find savings for most clients that we, refer. Would you be open to be looking at, saving money, especially right now? Each year, Visa, MasterCard increases certain rate categories. When was the last time you reviewed your merchant statement just to see if they've, increased your interchange or went up in your pricing? What doesn't hurt to do a free obligation quote? Because reducing your payment processing costs by 15 to 20%, how would that impact your business? And most of the clients find that their credit card processing statement is difficult to read and reconcile. Do you feel that that's the same? Have you had a chance to actually look at it? And my famous one, I tell everybody, just walk into that business, say, hey, I bet you $250 we can meet or beat what you're currently processing. Just for your time, let me take a quick snapshot of your statement, send it right into our team in less than, 24 hours. You're either going to get a savings in your cost to process, or we're going to actually be reaching out where to send that actual gift card to. And your key selling points, price, consultative approach, transparent and competitive pricing, and that's what we're geared for. Product, we offer a variety of product solutions for any environment with a simple transition process. Service, of course, you have a dedicated account executive, knowledgeable and responsive, very responsive. A company that's committed to your success, ACN's partner within the payment space. So we actually, leverage your guys' power, buying power to get the lowest rates in the industry. And how do we actually help build your business? Sphere offers residuals for the life of your customer. Of course, 3 customer points. We're hoping, double points is something we all love, but we're hoping to get that in the next few months, and I'll definitely keep you posted on that. And then we have dedicated account executives to assist you completely, all through the process. Building your business, exactly how to submit a lead. You'll access the Sphere site via your personal website, whether you click Explore Your Options or Send Us Your Lead. But just fill out the simple online form with as much information as possible, whether it's that business owner is looking for next day funding, looking for point of sale system. Just give us little key tid points for that merchant. And if you can, attach their credit card processing statement, because this is one thing. If that busy business owner, it's hard to catch. When we're trying to actually catch them, if you can catch them on the front end and grab that statement and take a snapshot, it definitely closes our sales cycle tremendously between us. And why do we ask for that statement? It speeds up the sales process. We do a custom proposal for them, give them the best pricing and the maximum savings. Because every statement actually is, could be completely priced different. And a lot of them don't even know what they're being charged. And of course, it gives a faster approval process. And we still have this meet or beat opportunity available. Hey, if we cannot meet or beat it, that customer's currently processing rate, you get $250, and that that business owner gets $250. So it's, to me, I have some account executives walking in saying, I bet you $500 I can meet or beat what you're currently processing, just because they'll offer theirs if we can't. And just so you know, I've only handed out 2, and I've been here 7 years. And of course, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out. We'll always be here. You have me to grab. And I appreciate you guys' time. This includes my webinar. But if you guys have any questions, of course, you can ask me right away. I'll definitely be able to help.
Al Thomas here. Let's go back to the page, what to say, because you went through it pretty fast. And I know a lot of people were trying to either take a snapshot of it or just. So let's just kind of go back through it a little bit. And I want to, stop right there. Let's go back to that page 2. I want to kind of emphasize a little bit more in detail. Go back a couple more. The type of business to go after and where to stay away from. So focus on local small businesses. There you go.
Right
small businesses. Avoid the large companies like there you go. That was great. Now let's go to the slide that had what to say. I think that was a great information. And I was going to take a snapshot and then take notes on that one. Here we go. How to approach merchants. And I work with amazing, knowledgeable account executives at Spears and been able to find savings in most clients in most cases, clients that we refer. Would you be open to take a look at saving money? That's powerful. And the second one as well, each year Visa, MasterCard increase a certain rates category. When the last time have you reviewed them? See, these are great questions, folks. If I were all of you on the call tonight, I would take a snapshot of that and implement this in your conversation, because this is going to get your more people open to looking at what we have to offer at Spears. Reduce your payment process costs 10 to 20%. Would you would that impact your business? I love these questions or statements to get people to look at it. Most of my clients find their credit card process statements difficult to read and reconcile. Do you feel the same? Oh my God, I love that. And the last but not least, your favorite was, I bet you $250 I can meet or beat your current pricing. That one alone, you just did that one right there. That one is just amazing.
We definitely open it up, because then they like a challenge. Everybody does.
Yes, I like that. That's a great one. That one, I bet I could. I love that. I bet you $250 I could meet or beat your current pricing. Folks, that was just a powerful one. And something else you said that I thought was pretty significant too. I'm a little slow tonight, but you said the 7 years you've been there, you've only gave out a gift card twice.
Twice. That is it. That is correct.
Wow. So, folks, in other words,
this one's my favorite too.
Huh?
How can we help, affected businesses today due to COVID? And contactless is it, and reducing their costs. Because we get a lot of questions on how can we help businesses, and reducing that cost of process is tremendous. So many business owners are looking for help.
Wow, that's a good one too. What can we do for businesses affected by COVID-19 today? Reduce processing costs, contactless payment solutions, transmitting cash only. Oh wow, online pay. That is powerful too. Let me ask you a question. 7 years, only 2 cards. That says a lot.
Yes, that's a lot of analysis on statements, but it's kind of crazy. Only 2 I've been able to hand out. Truly, I couldn't beat the cost. That just lets you know how powerful ACN and the leverage of the buying power. How low we can get their rates for all these businesses. It's amazing. That's why I love doing what I do.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to kind of regurgitate what you said, because you went through it pretty quick, but it was so powerful. I wanted to go back so everybody can circulate that same statement. Only twice in 7 years she has to give out a card because she could not beat or meet with the other person had. That's powerful. That is wonderful, Christine. Christina, that's powerful. Anybody have any questions for Christina tonight?
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
I can hear you.
Okay, I was going to add to that, with the 250, what she was also stating is actually, if the IBO wanted to word it this way, you can actually say 500, because the 250 Sphere is giving 250 for the customer and also for the IBO. So it would be smart if the IBO would offer their 250 as well, because it makes it even much bigger.
Correct.
So you can say, I bet you 500 instead of 250.
Wow.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
Does anybody out there around the country, around the world, have any questions for Christina tonight on how powerful this is? And the number she gave was 855-426-6842. I repeat, 855-426-6842. Somebody had a question out there.
All right. The first question from, I'll read it, Mr. Thomas. The first one is from Miss Lisa. Are there any special comparison details when talking to current businesses that use Square?
So if they're using Square, the only thing I need is for them to log in their Square dashboard, either through their cell phone or a desktop, and just go to their transaction history, pull up a month's history, and just get them to either screenshot or take a picture of that information. Submit it in with that quote, and we'll be able to custom an actual custom quote for that business. Since they don't give online statements, that's the only thing we'll need. It's just a screenshot history, like of a month's history in their Square account.
Perfect. Okay, the next question, hopefully they got your answer, Ms. Lisa. Now, the next question is from Magali. How long are the proposals good for?
From my standpoint, every account executive actually works differently. Majority of them will say 60 days, but mine is actually for a lifetime. If I ever offer you a proposal and, you know, you come at me 2 years later and say, hey, Christina, we still honor this rate, you know, these rates and fees, I still will, just because I gave you that proposal knowing that you're either going to, you know, eventually be upset with your processor or looking to switch, so that way I'll still keep, you know, my word.
Wow.
Again, works differently, so standard is 60 days. Me, it's for life for me.
Yeah, and I'd like to add to that. I don't know if you recall the last one we submitted for myself, one of the law firms. You remember we worked on that one for several months, and we were able to
and
get
then
that
we
closed
finally
out.
got them on board.
Right. And just so everyone knows, like when you have the relationship with those customers, like that particular law office we're dealing with, they had to pay an early termination fee, yet they still switch. So you never know until you ask. So next question, Mr. Chris King, if a company does cash only now, do you do, oh, wait a minute, the screen went up. Let me go back. All right, do you do any competitive pricing on other companies fighting for their business? So if they're not currently accepting any merchants?
Yeah, absolutely. If they're offered any proposals, we meet or beat those. We actually love it if they go and get quotes first. That way we can just see what they're trying to offer and make sure that, you know, I also will recommend if it's not beneficial to go with us, I wouldn't want to put a merchant in somewhere it's not. So I like to look over the proposal, make sure it's legit, and let them know truly what they're getting offered versus what I can do. And I can always come in and beat that, of course.
Awesome. Thank you. So another question from Ms. Kimberly. Have two businesses that are not startups but are not currently using any type of merchant service. In lieu of a statement, is there anything else they may need?
If you can get the equipment that they're operating on, that definitely closes the full cycle. So if you can get that statement and then the equipment, so whether it's a point of sale system, you know, if they're a restaurant bar and they have a big point of sale system, just get that support number, who they call if an issue takes place, or if they're at a convenience store, just get that countertop machine, the make and model, and we'll make sure we can integrate right into it for you guys.
All right, thank you. Our next question is coming from Japan. Over in Japan, they use VPN numbers. Some merchants are using Square via VPN numbers in order to not pay higher rates. Is that something that Spear can do as well, or how does that work?
We can do VPN numbers as well. VPN, ACH, offline.
All right, thank you. Next question relates to like who to target. Are there any special considerations for like gun shops?
Well, I can tell you right now their rates are high, so definitely good business to approach because we can take them on board. Like our platform doesn't discourage against it, but that a lot of banks and businesses are due to reputation. But just so you're aware, we love gun shops, we love pawn shops, so definitely attack those businesses because they're more than likely paying high in rates and fees.
So what you're saying, you're fired up about them, huh?
I really am, because a lot of them are being way overcharged and ready to switch tomorrow, I promise. So definitely go to those local, gun shops, gun dealers.
All right, so speaking on that, here's another.
Never mind, go ahead.
I was just going to address regarding that too. I know a few years back when it was listed that we weren't to target like smoke shops. Is that still open? Like if they sold CBD and stuff like that?
They will not still. Due to reputation, that is one product they will not touch, is CBD. So if there's any glass pipes at that novelty mart, they will not. But if it's just like vapors, stuff like that, it's okay. Shirts, T-shirts, stuff like that, it's okay. But if they see any kind of, glass pipes, bongs, or anything like that, they will not board it due to their reputation in CBD.
Okay.
It's good to know.
Definitely.
All right. Any other questions from anyone? I did have one come through. It's what was it? How long does it normally take to close a lead?
I mean, sales cycle wise, I mean, it could be 2 days if we know it's a new startup business ready to get on board, or it could be, you know, again, a month. But I typically say on average, our sales cycle is 10 business days. From the time we get the statement, do the analysis, and the biggest, you know, hurdle that we have is just getting that business owner to commit, letting them know that, you know, where we get our savings from, what value we bring, and that we're here for them, and, you know, getting them over the edge to commit to us and letting them know, you know, that we would be the best option for them. So I would say on average about 10 business days we can get a business owner to commit and switch to us.
Thank you. Let's see, another question just come in. What all countries can Spear be utilized in?
Canada, Australia, and the U.S. at the moment.
Canada.
Correct. I do Canada also. I'm in both countries, U.S. and Canada.
Wow. Well, we do have a Canadian or two on here tonight. Mr. Dwight, I know you're excited up there in Canada. He's up in Toronto.
Oh, awesome. It's a beautiful area.
We got Canadians on here. We also, you said Australia as well? Christina?
Sir, she did.
Yes, we are. Yes,
Oh, okay.
we're in Canada, Australia, and the U.S.
We got an Australian on here tonight as well. Congratulations, Miss Collins. She's excited. She's got a big old ear to ear smile.
Awesome.
And also,
Yeah,
Tommy Graham in Okinawa. Is that part of that's part of Puerto Rico and Guam territory, I believe? Is that a possibility for Okinawa?
correct.
So another question just come through. Are we, I know it's Puerto Rico and Guam, are they part of the areas?
Actually, not in the U.S. Yeah, it's not considered in the U.S. I mean, it's a territory, but not an actual state, so they don't consider it in. But I've heard some people use a mobile device over there. Like, they, of course, established it in the U.S., and they took it over in Puerto Rico, and they said it worked, but I can't make no promises.
Thank you. Do you know if there's an expansion plan as far as like bringing in new countries anytime that Spear's been discussing?
Yes, we're looking at Europe.
Awesome.
This is our next target so far.
Miss Diane Collins,
2020, 2021.
We're looking at 2021. Due to COVID, it's kind of put a little bit of everything.
Awesome.
Miss Diane Collins commented that she loves Spears over in Australia.
Yes, I love our teammates there, Gabby. They do an awesome job. Justin, they're a pretty good team. They're actually working, you know, half at the office and half from home. So they got a busy schedule out there in Australia. Our team does.
All right. Do you know of any expansion like in the Latin America countries yet? Has any of that been discussed as well?
Well, they're actually pulling a lot of currencies from all the countries and running. Mexico is definitely a no-go. They told us that one's I guess the difference in the currency, that it's a no-go on Mexico, but they are looking at other territories. So we're hoping to get a listing. They said at the end of Q4. So we'll know by the end of this year which countries we're coming to target in 2021 and 2022.
Awesome. Let's see. Another question. Can Spirit offer service to airlines where there's no Wi-Fi signal?
Yes. The good thing is with our devices, they have offline transaction. So if you don't have service, you can still process them. And as soon as you regain, it has that stored history, and it'll process those automatically for you.
Awesome. All right. Are there any other questions from anyone? I don't see anything else in the chat at this moment.
You know, while we're waiting,
Mr.
I
Thomas,
just want
you
to
about to
comment to
say
Miss
something a few
Christina.
minutes ago?
Huh?
You can go ahead. I'll just make
No,
sure. I thought you was
while
about to
we're
say
waiting,
something.
while we're waiting for another comment to come through, I just want to compliment Miss Christina for getting on there, being that she's not feeling well today, but also I love the idea that she will honor a proposal. And you know, folks, don't tell everybody it's forever. I will give it a 30-day, 90-day, or 6-month. You know, just use common sense here, but to extend the proposal out that long, that's amazing. So thank you for that.
Oh yeah, definitely. Well, I mean, for me, it's for the good thing is you know I'll honor it for life. But in your pocket, that's your arm and your arm and hand. Basically, you just tell them, hey, put a timestamp on it. That way, they're meeting your your goals and your needs.
All right. Last question just come through. I believe you just answered it too. Do you need internet to run Spear?
Not necessarily. You definitely don't. I mean, we have online virtual solutions. Again, our mobile. We have online via website, and then of course face-to-face. And you don't necessarily have to have internet. I mean, some of them are ran through, just data off their cell phone, so you don't have to have internet.
Gotcha.
Also, the biggest one is if they're in a contract, please don't let that stop you. You still ask them, hey, can I please, make sure your current processor is honoring the low rates they're still, gave you when you signed up with them. It's a free no obligation quote. Let me take a quick snapshot, send it in, and make sure they're honoring your same low rates. If not, then you get a $250 Visa gift card just for your time.
Wow. Wow, that's a biggie. Just even though they're in contract, I like that. That's another little caveat that's a good plus to hit people up with.
Exactly, because they're eventually going to hate that business owner. Something's going to irritate them, and you want to at least leave them with something in their hands of about us.
Excuse me.
All right. I don't see any additional questions at this time. Mr. Thomas, did you have anything? I know all of my
No, sir.
questions
I just
have been
want to.
asked.
Can we show her some love for taking time out? And this has been a really good call and a very informative call. What to say? I think a lot of people get stunned on that, and I like the idea she had those, and I took a snapshot of it. I like the idea in 7 years she's only given out 2 cards that she couldn't beat. I like the idea she can extend that quote forever. And I like the idea, well, 6 months, 9 months, but even though you don't have to tell everybody that. And I also like the idea, hey, don't let it stop you. People got a contract. Because I got a contract. We stop dead in our tracks. Don't let that stop you, in other words. I love that. This has been a great call, very informative call with a lot of great information that a lot of us didn't have. I know I didn't. But I thank you so much, Ms. Christina, for your time. Does anybody else?
Hey, thank you so much, Al.
You're welcome, dear. Remember that number is 855-426-6842. Once again, 855-426-6842. And remember, wow, that's amazing. Amazing. I learned a lot
Also,
tonight.
just so you know, you can actually click to call, click to chat. So if you're, writing face-to-face with the merchant, do the click to call, click to chat. Start entering the basic business information. A click to call or click to chat option will pull up. If you don't feel like talking to us, chat with us. If you'd rather call us immediately. We'll get on the phone. We'll walk you right through. If you have a, business owner that's on the fence, ask questions. Don't hesitate to reach out. We're here for you guys.
Wow. I like that.
Yeah, I know.
Mr.
I
Clemmons?
appreciate it. I've yet to receive a one of those gift cards yet, so that means y'all are doing a fantastic job meeting those rates.
Definitely.
Well, we'd rather get that residual than the gift card anyway over the lifetime of the customer. That's more powerful than the $250.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
Well,
We're
folks,
putting that business owner in a great spot.
Yes, ma'am.
Folks, there you have it. Mr. Bree Clemmons, thank you from all of us to get Miss Christina on the call tonight with Spirit. Just go into some information that was just timely in a timely fashion. Good information we could all use and run with. And fill up our toolkit, our toolbox with information that we can get more customers. Because like I said, I love this. I love the script she had of what to say. I love that. I love it. You know, it's more powerful to it and powerful that they only gave out 2 and 7 years. This is a very powerful call tonight. So thank you, Ms. Christina. Thank you so much for coming on, even you're not feeling up to it. Mr. Bree Clemmons, thank you so much for doing all you've done for all of us. And this was a great call tonight, a great training. And next Sunday night, ladies and gentlemen, Miss Castro will be doing a training, and she will give us a subject later in the week. Back to you, sir, to close us out.
All right, so I know a few people have asked about, will this be recorded? The meeting is recorded. It will be on the YouTube channel a little later. But thank you again. Just want to thank everyone for joining tonight. Christina, as always, thank you for all that you do behind the scenes. Thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule to be with us tonight. And I do look forward to sending you some more leads in this week. So I'm sure we'll be in touch.
Oh,
Absolutely.
by the way, tomorrow morning's conference call. Miss Ismail will be back tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock a.m. Pacific Coast time. This week, we have several guests lined up for this whole week. Oh, and I'd like to give a shout out to Mr. Coach Johnny, who's on the call. Johnny T. Marin Jr., you see his face up there, and Coach. I just signed him up about 2 hours ago. He called me as I was getting ready to go into church, and I said, look, I'll call you right after church, and we'll get you back, we'll get you in the system. So he was in the business years ago, and he just got back in, and we just put him in the system like 2 hours prior to the call, and now we're going to be working on this point. So let's give him a hand. He's on the call tonight. I said, you got to jump on our first training call tonight. We're going to get him qualified. So I'm telling you, folks, people are looking. Thank you all so much, Mr. Bree Clemmons. Go ahead and close us out, sir.
All right. So like I said, thank everyone for joining tonight. We'll see you tomorrow morning with Miss Natasha Ismail. Everyone knows the time. It'll be 9 a.m. Pacific time, 11 a.m. Central, 12 Eastern. We'll look forward to seeing everyone then. Thank you again for joining tonight. We'll see you soon.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Christina.
Thank you so much. Have a great night, guys.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Same to you.